What is that on the top right of my screen right now? Does that say playonline.com? What does this say? Final Fantasy X official website. http://www.playonline.com. There's a little bit of a problem with this. We've seen playonline.com. We checked that out in the previous Final Fantasy Friday when we looked at Final Fantasy IX, where we had to go to playonline.com because we needed to go there to get tips that should have been in the gosh darn strategy guide, yet we're on a website that is now off frickin' line. Well, the website, actually, no. The website is online, but it now features Final Fantasy XI. It doesn't even feature Final Fantasy IX or Final Fantasy X. We saw that much. So I don't even need to go look to see if Final Fantasy X info is going to be there. Alright, so let's return to the point of this video. My name is Eincrou, and this is the August Final Farewell Extravaganza, and you are now in the last Friday of the month. So this is going to be the last Final Fantasy Friday. We're going to take a look at the PlayStation 2 era of the Final Fantasy series. This is going to be Final Fantasy X today. And we're going to play it for about an hour or so. Aiming for that much, though I tend to go over with these, but oh well. So Final Fantasy Friday begins today with Final Fantasy X, and we'll be continuing with Final Fantasy XII later. I'm not going to be doing Final Fantasy XI, even though that's what's on playonline.com right now, because that was an MMO. I never played it. It's been supplanted by Final Fantasy XV now, so I have really no interest in Final Fantasy XI. So, we're not going to cover that at all for Final Fantasy Fridays. So, let's bring back this game, and let's take a look at this one. I'm emulating this game right now on my PCSX2 emulator. I've got the widescreen patch installed. However, I'm using it right now, but I have OBS set to force this window to appear as 4:3 aspect ratio. And that is perfect, 4:3 aspect ratio. This is not approximate, this is not me eyeballing it. This is perfect because of the fact that I went into the actual configuration files for OBS scenes, and I edited the window capture I'm using to make sure it was exactly 4:3. So this is pixel perfect. I don't want to hear any complaints about being off by 2 or 3 pixels when it comes to the aspect ratio. None of that. Alright then. So I will be switching back to widescreen when we actually get to something that's widescreen. Of course, the menus were designed to be viewed in this aspect ratio, so that's why I have it available to use, so that these won't appear distorted in the final video. They're distorted to me as I'm looking at them on PCSX2, and this is what it looks like for me. But for you, I could do this, and I'm going to be doing that with cutscenes as well. Alright, so I have played a little bit of this game, and by a little bit, I mean kind of a lot. I've played almost 4 hours worth of it. I streamed this live on Twitch over the past few days, and I really needed to because the game really holds your hand at the start, and if you want to get anywhere, you gotta kind of play a bit to get to a point where it will allow you where it will allow you to kind of branch off and do your own exploration. Alright, so I've got my got my guide here that is not, for once, an official guide. Because unfortunately, when I did play this game when it first came out, and I do own this game on PlayStation 2, fortunately I did not purchase a guide for myself. I used a friend's guide, a neighbor who was a friend who enjoyed Final Fantasy games. I used his guide, and of course, when I was done with it, I had to give it back. But through the power of the internet, I do have a copy of the guide open here on my other monitor. So I will be using that to make sure that I play this game well. This is a game that I do think that I will want to replay after this after this August Farewell Extravaganza is completed. Okay. So we're going to go down these paths to get some items. So another thing I would like to point out is this is being emulated on PlayStation 2, which I think I've said already, but if you haven't seen the Dynasty Warriors video that I put out a couple weeks ago, I will say a few things about this. You may notice that it looks pretty good for a PlayStation 2 game, and that is because of the fact that I am rendering this game at 5 times the base resolution, which for the PlayStation 2 in this game was 512 by 416. That is an incredibly low resolution. That's less than 480p, 640 by 480. All right. I mean, yeah. Did I say 420p? I don't know. 480p. I meant to say 480p if I said anything incorrect. So if I multiply 512 by 5, that means we're at 2560 by 416 times 5. 2560 by 2080. So this is beyond 1080p that I'm rendering this at, so I'm actually downsampling it, which is of course very good for removing aliasing. So this should be super high quality, man. I'm also running the game with, I tried getting this to run with like simulated 60 FPS by switching the deinterlacing mode, but after doing some real tests of it, it appears that I can't actually get this to run at 60 unique frames per second. Like frames are doubled even when I'm using Bob, which should produce 60 frames per second, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but this recording will be at 30, unlike the Dynasty Warriors, which I know for a fact is legitimate and real 60 frames per second. Alright, so let's see. Just making sure this is correct. It looks like maybe a little bit of the game is being cut off. Let's just do a fit here. Nope. Okay, everything's right. So let's take a look at this battle system. We're going to start out with a battle. So right now I have 5 characters available to me. And the cool thing about this battle system, it is no active time battle system. It is completely turn-based, and you are able to use your entire retinue of characters at once. You can just switch them in and out at will. So for this guy, he's got 780 HP and he's weak to fire. Alright. So we're going to switch in Titus, who is the main character of this game.
Make way!
And he's a really cool guy, as you can hear.
Let's give him all we got.
The battles in this game, they really made them super smooth and slick. It's actually quite astonishing when you compare it to the previous games. Alright, so let's do some attacks. Wow. Crit. Lulu's the black mage of the group. She can use destructive magic. Let's do some melee attacks. They got all kinds of nice camera moves during the battle, and it looks really sweet. Alright, we just gained a sphere level, but I'll take a look at that as I gain sphere levels on other characters. And also, save points fully heal you just by touching them. So we might as well get a full heal. We got some items here to pick up. We've got Scout. Which is apparently an item, a weapon for Waka. And I already had one, because I purchased one at the store. Darn it. Oh well.
Yuuu-eee, just who do you think you are?
And sometimes you get funny sayings like that. It's actually the first time I've heard anything like that, I guess. Ouch. Whoa. Frame rate kind of dipped there. And since the game's rendering is locked to the frame rate, if it ever goes below 60, you get some funkiness. Oh, and I should also mention I'm using multi-sampling ×2. Should also be improving the edges of things. So the game looks really legitimately good when you got it widescreen. You've got it rendering at basically 2.5K. It looks extremely awesome.
You're not too bad.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah. So I should probably use some other party members, just because you don't gain experience for people that weren't involved in the battle. Did I get preemptively striked? I'll be able to one-hit him? Yep. What's this guy weak to? So he takes half damage from fire, and I guess that's holy. And I suppose lightning will heal him, which makes sense. So let's switch in Waka.
I could take care of those alone, huh?
Boom. So this game I played when it first came out, like I said. I did complete it, did beat it. And I don't know for sure, but I imagine I did everything you can do in the game.
You like that?
I did have a guide at my disposal after all, and that's how I tended to play these games. Okay. And there's the treasure chest I got earlier. So, what was I gonna say? There's something I was gonna say, but I've forgotten now. Ooh, he just unlocked his overdrive. I think we'll save it, if possible. I don't know if you can save it.
Now what?
I haven't played this game since, well, it first came out, so we're talking more than 10 years. This is the first game to feature voice acting, as you can probably tell. It wasn't full voice acting, but it was a lot. And some of it is pretty bad. Alright. Probably just one shot him. Nope, not quite. Alright, so she's not going to be very strong. Oh crap, my game's doing this again.
Newbie here. Sorry.
I'm gonna do spiral cut. I gotta time this. There we go. And it barely does any damage. And I get hit with a big thunder attack. I seriously don't know why it's doing this. It was doing this earlier as well. Just kept on switching there, or scrolling in that switch menu. Let's get Titus healed.
Aid us.
Mainly, I just want her to get some experience. I'm right next to the save station, so I don't need to do this, but whatever.
Yeah!
Getting some sphere levels. I'll deal with that once I get a good number of them banked up. Alright, so let's go forward. Let me see. Oh, get into a battle right next to people. Let's kill the killer bee. Fortunately, she isn't very useful right now, unless I want to summon, which I do not. Let's just get her to attack. Hey, his attack just does nothing. Yeah, it did barely anything. What is its weakness then? No, it's weak to water. I didn't see that was filled in because of the stupid thing being the same color as the background. Oh my god. I need to test to see why it's doing that. Like, why am I setting false inputs? So whoever gets killing blows gets more AP to level up.
After the tournament, you should join the Crusaders. Hey, after the tournament, you should join the Crusaders.
I'm trying to talk to the other guy.
Do your best, kid.
Okay. Yes, sir. On our way, sir. Looks like a woman, though. Good day, Guardians. Many fiends have been sighted in areas attacked by sin. Please be careful. Thank you. There should be a luck sphere. Whoops. Not this way. Fortunately, Waka's kind of weak. Maybe you can kill this in one hit. Yep. Let's hit this with some water. You missed. Woo! Overkill. Not sure how much extra damage you have to do to get an overkill, but overkill was one of the mechanics introduced in this game. And this is also the first game that allows you to do more than 999,000 damage in a single attack. The previous games limited it. Though I think you have to use a special skill or item or something like that to be able to do beyond 9,999 damage. So the random battles are pretty damn frequent here. Let's try Lancet. We can steal from him. Steal his life essence. Whoa. Frame rate tanked a little bit there. Get this kill for Waka.
Piece of cake.
So the story so far in this game, Titus, who you're seeing right now, he's a man lost in time and in space to a certain extent. He was a hero for the Blitzball team of Xanarkand, And he was doing his... Oh, it's got 1 HP left. That's so cheap. Ah, shit. So Titus was a hero of the blitzball team for Zanarkand, and while he was playing a game, an evil presence called Sin showed up. Oh, come on, Waka. And Sin is this terrible creature that was sent to make people pay for the sins of relying on technology too much. So it destroyed Zanarkand and killed everyone. But for some reason, Titus was transported in time 1,000 years into the future. And here he's met some people who are very interested in him, and I suppose they're going to help him get back. Keep on healing. See her attack. Missed, of course.
No good. It's too fast.
Excuse me. I'm in charge of swatting those, yeah?
Cool. Get him healed. See if Titus can hit.
Nothing to fear, the hero's here! Don't strain yourself. I'll handle the bird.
Damn it.
Booyah!
Boom. I wonder, does poison carry over? Doesn't seem so. So let's take a look at the sphere grid and the leveling system in this game. So there are no classical levels. The way you level up is by moving along the sphere grid. This is extremely similar to the progression system of Path of Exile. So you move along the sphere grid, and it takes your sphere levels to do that. So I had 2 sphere levels. I was able to move 2 spots forward. You can move backwards as well. Like if you want to go back and do something with these blank ones, or you want to open this lock, then you're allowed to go backwards, but it takes 1 sphere level to move 4 spots backwards on nodes that you've already traversed. But I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. So once you reach a spot, you'll see that there are these grayed out bonuses. So here I can raise my max MP by 20 points. Here I can raise strength by 1. Here's an ability called haste. So when you are on a spot on the sphere grid, you are able to use spheres to purchase these upgrades, and you can upgrade not only on the spot that you're currently on, but also an adjacent spot. So I'm able to use a power sphere here, get the strength, a mana sphere here, get the MP. I'm able to use an ability sphere to get the ability haste. And that's all I can do with Titus for right now. So we'll switch over. And the sphere grid, we're all on the same sphere grid. So it's just like Path of Exile, where all the classes are on the same exact grid. And you can, if you want to, you can attempt to go and invade another class's area and get a bunch of abilities and bonuses for that class. And this is what the sphere grid looks like in Final Fantasy X. So the Path of Exile sphere grid is actually a simplified version of the sphere grid in Final Fantasy X. So we need to move. We're going to move here. Actually, yeah, we'll move to this spot here. Because remember, I can get that, I can purchase this one because it's adjacent. So we'll get Null Tide, which defends against water attacks. And I can raise my MP permanently. Now these blank spots, like I'm on a blank spot right now, you can place in special spheres, like this is a Lux sphere I can use to change this empty node into one of those. I'm not going to do that right now. So waka waka waka. You can move all the way to here. So we'll do that. And he's got an ability here called Silence. Lulu has the ability to move 4 spots. Let's see. Oh, I'm moving like this, okay. I got a little bit confused. So increase her magic defense. Increase her magic, so she'll do more damage. And her evasion, so she can dodge melee attacks. And now we want to move again. And we want to raise her magic by 2. Kamari. I have him going down this way. We'll move him here. There's his accuracy. And his strength. And I've got one more. Okay. I actually could have gone here in the first place, but I didn't realize I already had that defense one, so he can scan. Okay, so that's what leveling up the sphere grid involves. So you got these nice water reflections. It was a good looking game for when it was released. One of the best looking games ever released. Though they did manage to top even this with Final Fantasy XII. Final Fantasy XII came right at the very end of PlayStation 2's life cycle. So I can... Oh, it's actually a white magic? It speeds up 1 character, so let's cheer. Which is a defensive and attack bonus. Get Waka some healing. He's got his overdrive. Spins elemental damage slots. Let's see. Let's try water. Boom. Damn, I missed it. Boom. Let's try... Try that. Does that do anything? That was mega overkill. I guess it randomly targets. Wow. Alright, let's switch out to Lulu. Need Lulu to kill this thing. Boom. I can waste some mana curing her poison, but that seems like a waste. His white magic is scan. Let's try it. Basically what I could already see. I can also... Oh, I can see strength and magic as well. Vulnerable to ice. Nice dodge.
Take that. I'm on a roll.
Okay. Let's head up. So, right now we're at a village that was just hit by sin.
Oh, oh. These stone steps have a history, you know. Yep. Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey!
Whoa, whoa, she cheated.
Huh? Hey!
What? Ah, hey, what happened, guys? Alright. Oh, also another thing I'd like to point out is I'm using sweet effects right now. See if I can turn it off. It's weird because I have to hold down the button. Oh my god. There we go. So this is what the game looks like by default. I mean, yeah, it looks fine, but when you got the strong colors, like this, come on. It's so weird because usually you're supposed to just be able to just press scroll lock and it does it. It turns it on or off. But this, you gotta really fiddle with it. Come on. Oh my god, really? There we go. There we go. So we got a lot more boldness to the game. And I like it.
Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
Uh-oh. Ouch. So it suggests haste her. Because this thing is weak to fire. Absorbs magical attacks against Janelle. Let's see what happens if I attack this. Yeah, they just absorb.
Its tentacles absorb any spells cast at its body.
Alright. So we will kill these then. Attack this one. Ouch. Sigh. Oh wow, come on. Oh, what are you doing? Let's get Yuna in here. Let's give this to Eunice so she'll be able to attack again. You can see on the right side here the order of attack, so you can very well plan out what you're doing. Okay, let's switch to Kamari again so we can take out this tentacle. And let's get Titus healed up. I can switch back to Lulu now. And he is weak to fire, so let's have at it. Have at him. Let's use cheer here. Increase our defenses, increase our attack. You just keep on spamming the fire, Lulu. Lulu's kind of a cool character. She's kind of icy, but she means business. And she has cool weapons, like cactus dolls. Shame I can't actually spend his mana, which I could then restore with Lancet. Let's see. Cast some more hastes. Ah, that poisoned him. But this fight is almost over. Let's just attack with him. I'm gonna switch him out for Waka. See if silence. Nah, silence is never gonna work in a million years on a boss. Overdrive, Fury. Unleash a barrage of spells on the enemy. Except I don't really need to do that, so let's save that for the next fight. And let's finish him off. Titus gets the killing blow, so he gets a bonus to his AP gain after the battle. Oh, it's the guide says silence will prevent him from casting water. Ooh, whoops.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
A bright shield. Ooh, and exactly 2,000 gil. What are the chances of that? See if this is an upgrade. Dark Ward. Yeah, it seems like I don't need that really. Let's go back and we will save and heal. It's just right down here. Whoops. So, when they're speaking of guardians, guardians are the ones who help out a summoner, and the summoners are the ones who fight against Sin. And Yuna, the girl with the healing magic and the two differently colored eyes, she is the summoner in our group, and we are basically following her on her journey. Her right there. Not her, that's Lulu.
They got fiends in Xanarkand too.
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkand anyway?
I've been thinking. Maybe people Sin gets to don't die. Maybe Sin carries them through time. Like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up
She's not
one
impressed.
theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth. Sin didn't take Chappu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore.
Yeah,
Everyone just
she's cold.
popped back.
Cold, cold, cold.
Oh, and one more thing.
And
No matter
smug.
how much you want it, no one can take Chappu's place. No one can replace Serject, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
She just went off on a complete rant.
I could never be what Chappu was. Well, stuff happens. Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chappu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
Yeah, and you gotta deal with his internal monologues and narrations. So I hope you enjoy, Titus. Wow, looks really cool, man. So I want to take the opportunity to show what this game would look like, rendering at the default resolution of 512 by 416. I'm going to disable the hardware renderer. And now I'm using software renderer, which renders at the default resolution of the PlayStation. And it looks like ass. It looks like ass. Look at that. The aliasing. It's off the charts. The menus, they look fine. No issue there. It's just the way the game world renders. There's barely any definition to it. So, this is how the game was meant to be run. Obviously, it was meant to be run at widescreen, but this is how they intended for you to see it. Not much detail, really. You can see that there are some fine details in texture work in places, but mostly you're not really meant to see it clearly. But you turn the hardware renderer back on, and you are able to see all of that work that they did on these textures. You're able to see the textures as they were meant to be seen. And obviously the stairs don't look like jagged edges. The edges are actually relatively smooth. Sure are talented men, playing blitzball and fighting like that. Came here to pray for victory, but they lost in the first round. Pray harder. So this is the place remembered in honor of High Summoner O'Halland. Makes you kind of nervous, yeah? These guys like to say yeah. So another thing that this game represents as a first for the series is real-time backgrounds. The game is actually a combination of real-time backgrounds and pre-rendered backgrounds. Though obviously everything here is real-time. We might see an example of a pre-rendered background at some point. But it's very good that it's real-time because that allows the emulator rendering at a higher resolution to really get the benefit of it in the entire game world. As you've probably seen with the Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX videos, unfortunately the pre-rendered backgrounds look terrible when compared to the higher resolution character models. I've had enough of Kilika. Too many tearful memories there. Kilika is the place I just came from that was destroyed by Sin. A pleasant coastal town where people were murdered by this evil demon creature thing. Came to visit the temple one last time before we left for good. Yeah, so even though this game is in 3D, you cannot change the camera perspective. It automatically adjusts. And it looks to me like this woman is actually floating above the ground. I wish I could view this in stereoscopic 3D so I could really tell. But if you just look at the way the parallax is working on her, just her versus the ground, it looks like she is slightly floating off of the ground. Hard to tell here, but if it was stereoscopic 3D, you could easily tell. Yeah, it appears that the ground and her are moving at different rates. So, climbing those stone steps every day has kept me in shape. Haven't caught a cold in years. I heard famous people come here. Where could they be? Decided to leave Kilika and look for a place without sin. Yep. Looking for a place without sin seems to be pretty unlikely.
You here to pray for victory too?
Us? Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca goers always win.
Oh yeah? Then why you here?
We've been praying for some competition this year. So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best again? Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time, we play to win.
Ooh, play away. Just remember, even kids can play, boys.
See you in the finals.
Yeah, so blitzball is basically the football
You
or
know
the
that,
soccer, depending on where you live,
People
of this
down.
world.
They're as bad as my old man.
But Sir Jecht was a kind and gentle man.
Well, not my
She
Jack.
thinks she knew my father.
Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
Alrighty. So we got some people we're gonna have to beat up in blitzball a little bit later. Ooh, I can actually go in here? Oh, that classic song. Eee-yay, very off pitch there, but I do the best I can. Guess what? I really like studying the scriptures. The monks give us lots of sweets if we study hard. I'm supposed to study real hard and become a nun. But I just want to run around and play on the beach. Alright, girls. What's going on in here? Kilika Temple is the temple of fire. Even the cloister of trials is engulfed in flames. Those who disobey the precepts and enter unsanctioned may forfeit their lives. May the Kilika beasts win this year's tournament and serve as a sign of encouragement and hope for the people of Kilika. Now that's gonna be me, man. We're gonna win. We're gonna take this title. Whoops. No, come on. Alright. Hello? We've got another temple here. I envy your happy-go-lucky attitude. Thank you. Yeah, once we win the tournament, this will be my victory pose. Yeah, right.
I think Waka needs to do a little more praying.
Please, let Waka's prayers be heard.
Lord O'Holland, guide our feet.
Alright, I'll pray with my man Waka.
A summoner, are you?
She's a brand new summoner, but
My
yes,
name
she is a
Yuna,
summoner.
From the Isle of Besaid.
Donna? So, you're High Summoner Braska's daughter. That's quite a name to live up to. My. And all these people are your guardians? My, what a rabble.
Yeah, we are a motley crew.
Had only 2 guardians. Quality over quantity, my dear. Whatever were you thinking? I have need of only 1 guardian. Right, Bartello?
It looks a bit
I
dumb.
only have as many guardians as there are people I can trust. I trust them all with my life. To have so many guardians is a joy and an honor. Even more so than being my father's daughter. Of course.
Oh, thanks for defending us,
I would never
Yuna.
think of questioning your ways either. So, Lady Donna, I ask of you, please leave us in peace.
You do what you want, Bartello, we're leaving.
Well done, Yuna. Standing up for your posse.
A guardian is
You
someone
do have a pretty
someone
large
can
entourage,
rely on.
though.
Someone she can
Maybe you're
trust with her
overcompensating?
life. I wondered, did Yuna feel that way about me? What's she smiling about?
Yeah, Titus isn't sure why Yuna likes having him around. Not all clear yet.
Lord O'Holland, guide
Still praying. Yeah, I can't really do it. But I can give it my best shot. Okay, whoops, I went the wrong way. Let's go back in. Where did Yuna go? Where'd Waka go? Let's see if we can go up to the trials.
The faith is below. Let's do it.
The faith?
But first, the Cloister of Trials. Kamari, Waka, ready?
Strength, everyone.
No. Nah. Hey, what gives?
You're not a guardian yet.
We'll be back as soon as we can, okay?
What?
Oh, sure. Soon.
Oh, come on.
Tomorrow soon, I bet.
You're leaving me behind. I feel left out of this. Come on. What? Well, I can't do anything right now. Am I stuck here until they come back? Like you said, it could be till tomorrow. Alright. Just...
Where's Yuna?
Oh, great. You again?
Then why are you here?
Because I'm not a full
Hey,
guardian
I'm not
yet.
a guardian, so I'm not supposed to go in, right?
Not a guardian, you say?
Hey, wait!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Kidnapping.
Let me go! Go! Hey! What's a big idea?
Just a little game.
Huh?
What?
This is bad. Really bad.
Why would she even want to do that?
Come on,
I'm not supposed
go
to be...
up. Go up!
If I'm not supposed to be down here, why would she... If she's a summoner, why would she defile the will of the gods in such a way by putting a non-guardian in here, man? Oh. Where is everyone? Whoops. One side.
Guardians allowed. And I'm sure no guardian.
So we're coming up on an hour.
Well,
But I'm gonna do
guess
this
it's too
cloister.
late
Why not?
now.
I'm gonna do this. Cloister of Trials of the Kilika Temple. Just made a save state in case I somehow royally screw this son of a bitch up. Alright, so your objective in this is to do some puzzles. And they involve spheres. Everything in this game is spheres. And sort of the Kilika sphere. Can I take it out? No, I cannot. Oh, yes I can. The door remains open. Alright, so we've got a sphere in this pedestal. We've got slots for the spheres on the wall. Let's see if I can figure this out without looking at the guide. Insert the sphere. Glyph sphere. Try putting it here. Okay, that's done something. Yeah, the Kilika sphere doesn't appear to do anything right there. Oops. Doesn't seem to do anything. Whoops. You can move these. It was on a switch. There's another switch around here. Is this a switch? It's hard to see. It's very dark. Interesting. What happens if I put the glyph sphere over in here? This puzzle sucks. It's not clear what I'm supposed to do. What happens? Nothing. It's not really telling me what I need to do. Typically there is a switch that you want to put this on. However, putting it on this switch didn't seem to do anything. It's also annoying to make this happen. Come on. Or maybe that's not a switch. That lights up, but nothing else happens. Let's try this. Ah, glyph appears. And what does it say? Nothing that I can discern. Try this. I mean, something similar to that glyph appears for a split second. But nothing. Nothing really happens. Oh, the glyph is still there. Alright, so the guide says to touch the glyph. Okay. Oh, that's a reset button, basically. And we've got this here. Let's remove the Killicosphere. See what that does. Nothing. Got Killicospheres on both sides. Let's see what we want to do here. Let's try putting the Glysphere in this spot. It's really just trial and error, really. I really don't think there's much else I can do. Oh! You gotta just try things. See what happens. And we've got a Destruction Sphere. You can use the Destruction Sphere to access secret things. Get some secret items, potentially. We'll take this with us. Alright, so let's go back. I suppose the Destruction Sphere is going to go in one of those. So let's do that. And I plan to put the Destruction Sphere in there. It's just trial and error. Okay, that didn't do it. Try putting it over here. In the first doorway. Unless you want to look at a guide, it's trial and error. I just want to give it a shot on my own for now. Okay. That has not done it. There doesn't appear to be anything that can be done with this pedestal. Push it over the edge. Very doubtful. Nope, come on. So annoying, the controls sometimes. Nope, he won't do it. It does look like there is a spot right there. Let's try the destruction sphere on the pedestal. I'm gonna have to reset it because it's stuck. I can't get behind it. Let's put it on that spot in the previous room. Go Titus, go, go, go. Go Titus, go, go, go. Be nice if you could press like a button and then he latches onto it. That's not how it works. Alright, that is not in fact how to do it. Let's see, am I missing something or somewhere? I figure it's got to be something with this pedestal, otherwise why would he even be here? Got this, like, looking very suspicious. I don't think I can do anything with it. Can't turn my camera angle to see what's right here. Alright, so I'm gonna look it up then. Says push pedestal onto the floor switch, which appears to be okay. I didn't think I could push it onto that glowing thing there, but apparently that's what I need to do. Okay. Didn't know that worked like that. That opens access up to this. Get rid of this sphere. And imagine I need the destruction sphere now. There we go. Should do it. Kaboom. Red armlet. Oh, wow. Straight up upgrade. Alright, so I need to get out of here. Figure it's this door, right? Oh. Didn't see that slot there. Burn the door down. You can't continue until you remove it. Whoops. So there we go with the song.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It was Donna and that big musclehead man.
Yuna will be the one to suffer the consequences.
What consequences?
She could be excommunicated.
Oh, sorry.
The chamber beyond is a sacred place. Only summoners may enter.
What? Even Guardians can't go?
It's taboo.
Oh.
Kind of like me being here is taboo. Woohoo!
Just wait.
So what's in there anyway?
The faith, remember?
Oh yeah, that thing, right.
The Faith are people who gave their lives to battle sin. Yevon took their souls, willingly given from their still living bodies.
Huh?
Now they live forever, trapped in statues. But when a summoner beckons, the souls of the Faith emerge once again. That's what we call an Aeon.
All that in this room? So what's Yuna doing in there?
She prays with all her heart for a way to defeat sin.
She has nothing to say. Let's try this guy again. Ooh.
Just wait. Just wait.
We don't have time to wait.
Just wait.
Alright, I'm out of here. Oh! Good timing, I was just about to leave. Was she stumbling a little bit? What happened?
There was something I didn't tell anyone else that day. That song we heard there, in the temple, I knew it from my childhood. It was proof that Spira and Xanarkin were connected. Somehow. At least to me it was. Maybe that's why suddenly I felt like I just wanted to go home. I tried to say something to tell them, but the words wouldn't come.
Eee-yay, yuuu-eee. Ooh, she got a new summon. Ifrit. Ifrit. I don't think anyone actually pronounces it like that. What's happening? This game has a lot of surreal stuff going on. Yeah, I guess some flashback. Aspect ratio on this is weird.
For Xanarkin behind me. But they were there, and they grew inside me bigger and bigger, till I was just about ready to burst.
He was a star in his own time, very famous. Presumably very rich. He's lost it all. He's a nobody here.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
To scream real loud?
Oh, fudge. Alright. I think we're gonna wrap it up here very soon. We're just gonna run through the woods. We'll do a few battles on the way. Probably. No, maybe not. Oh, there we go. And then we'll call it quits on Final Fantasy X. And I had to play 4 hours to get to this point. Oh yeah, Lulu's still got her overdrive. Clayton Drive. Steve Cannon, don't even care. Kaboom. Fire Fury. Right analog stick round and round. Oh. First time I've done that, so I didn't know. I'm still getting that slowdown with the fire magic. The frame rate slightly dips, and it causes the game to go a bit weird. So, all in all, I've enjoyed my time with Final Fantasy X. The graphics are awesome. Like the voice acting, it means I have to do a little bit less voice acting of my own. Come on, get a one-hit kill. There we go. Perfect kill. Overkill. And I won't bore you with leveling up. I'll do that in my own time. So then, whoops. We're going to save the game here. And we are going to call it quits on Final Fantasy X. Very memorable game for me. Though I admit that much of it has been forgotten in the 12, 13, 14 years since I played it. But that's a quick look at it for my Final Fantasy Friday, which is a part of the Final Farewell Extravaganza I've got going on all August long. Though, by this point it is winding down, only a few days left. So, later today, if by some stroke of unbelievable luck someone is actually listening to this right now, what I'm saying, plus they are listening to this on the same day that I upload it, which is extremely unlikely, Final Fantasy XII will be coming out later today. That's basically what I was getting at with all that. Final Fantasy XII video will be coming out shortly. So, hopefully someone will stick around and check that out. I do put a lot of work into these videos, and I hope that 0.5% of the work I've done will be returned with the appreciation it deserves. 0.5% is all I ask. Probably won't even get that though. Alright, no ending this on a negative note. Let's end it on a positive note. Final Fantasy X is pretty cool. I'm going to be playing this again, I think. I plan to, at least. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in Final Fantasy XII. Goodbye.